Hello and welcome to the musical theme park that is Tong TV. Think of me as your tour guide, gently nudging you through this week's roller coaster of amusement, fun and white-knuckled rides. The star attractions on the show this week are namely Justice, featuring Uffy, Underworld, splendidly remixed by Paul Rogers and some bloke called Pete Tong, Spencer Parker drops in for a chat, and we'll have this week's Bedroom Bedlam chart. First though, hot video, this is Marmaduke Duke. That's not me stuttering because it's cold, that's really his name. Marmaduke Duke, it's called Kid Gloves.
You've got a whole lot of mystery. Baby's got a bad, bad history. But nobody else makes you feel this way. Yet you hide your heart away, waiting for divine intervention, the sweet awakening. But nobody else makes you feel this way. Yet you hide your heart away, waiting for divine intervention, that sweet awakening. Are we crazy or are we glad? Keep your instincts to make us sad. Keep on searching for what we had to remind us all. But nobody else makes you feel crazy. Keep your instincts to make us sad. Keep on searching for what we had to remind us all.
First up on this week's show is Marmaduke Duke with Kid Gloves, and this is number 3 on this week's Bedroom Bedlam chart. This is Hydrogen and Freaky. The spelling will catch you out, as you'll see on the screen. 2 young DJs and producers from Romania, now living in New York City. Maybe this is dedicated to their hometown. It's called I Miss You. Number 3 on this week's Bedroom Bedlam chart. Don't forget to pop over to Beatport after the show, where you can download the latest Bedroom Bedlam EP featuring some of our, best entries. Right, time for this week's confessional on Tong TV. We're going to introduce you to a guy who's consistently putting out hot underground releases, namely on Radio Slave's Rekids label. His name is Spencer Parker.
I've been really busy at the moment, just getting ready to tour the Rekids Revolution album, which I've mixed, so really excited about that. Lots of DJ dates, made a lot of records, getting ready for them to come out this year, and life is good, a lot of travelling, but happy. I've been DJing for about 10 years or so. It started for me really just collecting records to remind me of a night out. My favourite records from the club I went to so I could play them at home. Eventually I got a little collection together, played a friend's 18th birthday party, which went pretty well, and thought this is something I might want to pursue in the future. Started sending out a lot of mixtapes and stuff like that. Got a residency at the Velvet Underground in London, where Mr. Tong used to play as well. So from that came more dates in London and more dates worldwide, and recently moved into production, and so far so good. I've got a new single coming on Rekids in around the springtime called My Heart, which I'm really excited about. Matt Edwards tells me it's a big record for him at Panorama Bar in Berlin, at the Rekids residency there, so that's obviously really good news. I'm happy about that. Also heard Dubfire play it at the end for the Beatport anniversary party and got a really good reaction. I've been playing it out myself and people seem to be into it. We're just arranging the remixes at the moment, so looking forward to that coming out spring '09.
More intimate confessions from Spencer Parker in a few moments' time. This week's remix comes from, me. And my studio partner Paul Rogers. It's Underworld and 2 Months Off. This was developed during the first Wonderland season in Ibiza because we wanted that song that talked about you bringing light on. So here it is. Enjoy. That's my remix there that I did with Paul Rogers on the awesome 2 months off from Underworld. The band are plotting and scheming right now on a way to release that. In the meantime, you can get it exclusively, or the dub of it anyway, on this rather sexy cover mount that is free with this month's Mix Mag by some bloke called Pete Tong. Increase their circulation. Go and get yourself a copy, and your nan, and your brother, and your sister, and your dog, okay? Back to business. This is number 2 on this week's Bedroom Bedlam chart. This is Dub Mayer, a Tunisian DJ and producer now living in Berlin. His tune is called Citizen. Maybe he means Citizen. He's got a lisp. Number 2 on this week's Bedroom Bedlam chart. Judging by the amount of music I'm already getting sent, you know that if you want to be on this show, you just send me a download link of your hot tune that you've just made to the address on the screen now. Right, this next tune is exceedingly hot. It's already been an essential new tune on my Friday night radio show on BBC Radio 1. Here are the awesome Justice, and they teamed up with Uffy for the party.
All my ladies at the table, 3 throwing back the bottles and the taps on me. Having some giggles, then we start to get crazy. Table dancing, smashing glasses, it starts to get naughty. It's time to show them how we do on the floor. So while the DJ play my track, I want my girls on the floor. I got the surround sound, so I wanna see me fall. I'm just trying to have a blast, and I ain't taking your call. Let's get this party started right. Let's get drunk and freaky fly. You with me, so it's alright. We gonna stay up the whole night. Let's get this party started right. Let's get drunk and freaky fly. You with me, so it's alright. We gonna stay up the whole night. Let's get this party started. 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 Party started right. Let's get drunk and freaky fly.
Kind of release to make sure you notice there Across the World DVD, which I can highly recommend. That is the awesome Uffy working with Justice on the party. And here is the other half of our Spencer Parker interview.
I've just mixed the new compilation Records Revolution, which I'm really excited about. Obviously there's my mix and also another 2 CDs, one of all the singles, full length, completely unmixed, and another one of all the tracks, remixes. So tracks, you know, remixes by people like Dubfire, Josh Wing. So yeah, good compilation, really excited about it. I also did an exclusive track called You Got To for it, and as well as that it includes my new single Romantic, the D Jules mix, which he did a real good job on, so I'm excited about that. Getting ready to tour it this year, going to Asia, Australia, North and South America, a few other places, and yeah, good compilation, really excited to be involved with Records as always, and yeah, coming soon. Coming up in the next few months, got a really busy time, lots of touring for the compilation, obviously going to be visiting Asia and Australia in April, North and South America later in the year. Excited to go to Japan for the first time, so that'll be good. And obviously also playing London and Europe. 29th of May, I'll be playing for the Records Party at Panorama Bar, so obviously really excited about that, my debut there. Records-wise, obviously I have the Romantic single with the D-Jules mix coming on Records in the next few weeks. My debut single on Liebe Detail, one of my favourite labels out of Germany, which will be coming out in March. That's called Untitled Head. I've just signed another single to Buzzin' Fly, which is called The Beginning, so massive fan of that label. That's my second single, so that'll be out later in the year. And also on Nick Fanciulli's label, I've done a single with Diesel from Express 2 called Zanzibar, and that's got an amazing mix from Nick Curley. So I'm looking forward to that coming out in around March time also.
Thank you, Spencer, and do check out his music. The man is making some amazing tunes. Most of them are released on Rekids, Radio Slave's label. Right, this is #1 on this week's Bedroom Bedlam chart. This is Wilson, Smallwood and Ingram. They sound like a bunch of undertakers. They might well be, because when we asked them to send in more information about themselves, we got a complete blank. The tune's good though. Well, it's worthy of a play on this bit. It's Perfect Sunrise. #1 on this week's Bedroom Bedlam chart. If you're loving that, we are playing it in full over at Tong TV right now. Whilst you're there, you could win yourself a copy of the brand new album from Richard Dinsdale, who was our interviewee last week. Also, while you're there, look in the exclusive section of the site and you'll find a mixtape from the one and only Steve Mack for your listening pleasure. Click on the VIP invites link to get an exclusive invitation to join the new social network Blinko, where you'll also find my own channel for even more bits and pieces on what's happening in the world of dance and electronica. That's Blinko up there. Right, that's all we've got time for on this week's show. Don't miss next week's, where we'll be graced by the presence of the one and only Josh Wink. See you in 7 days' time.